Hi there. I'm doing a quick video just to show you some of the greeting cards that I've been working on. I usually work on scrapbook mini albums, and I do have some on the go right now, but I took a bit of a break and I decided to start making some of these cards. They're so cute. This one is a custom request that I received from someone who wanted a card in a 50s theme with a poodle skirt. So I looked online to see if there were any images I could buy of poodle skirts to make the card, and I came upon an Etsy site called Sarah's Poodle Palace, and she's got the cutest little handmade poodle skirts. So I got her written permission to use her photo on my card. So this is it here. I'll include a link to her shop in the description of this video. The photo on this card is an actual photo of one of the poodle skirts in her shop. So I'll show you how I made the card. It's got little beads down the front of the shirt. I've got a little ribbon bow here, and I've got some die cut borders here. I stitched all around the card, and this section here is a flap that folds down, and there's room for a photo here and for the custom message there. So this is an all occasion card. It's an easel card, so it stands up, and the message at the bottom is just simply friends, and I embossed the friends with gold embossing powder, and I've got some bling here and some flourishes there, and I also stitched around the bottom of this card. So that stands like that, although on this camera angle it's going to be a little weird, but like that. So that's the first card that I did. Then I got myself a new Big Shot machine, yay! And this was my first project with it. Here. And I also bought myself the Spellbinders die, Nestabilities, and this one is, I think, called Majestic Labels 25. And that's what I used to make the border on this card here and on the inside. So I also used tattered flowers, tattered petals to make these large flowers here, and I inked those, and I've got little button centers, and I also had a die that made these beautiful little delicate leaves. And this flourish I had cut with my Cricut, and I put some bling on there. I've got some bling up the top and the bottom here, and this is just on clear acetate. And on the background you can see these birds that were also die cut, birds sitting on a branch, and there's room for a message here. Now I also used this same die to make two other cards. This one here. And again, I've got some bling on the corners. I've got my fancy frame. And these are flower petals that I layered. I used 3D paper towel to make that, so it's very dimensional. And again, it's on acetate, and the card opens, and there's room for a message here on this frame. And the last card I made was this one, again with the same frame die, some bling at the top, some flowers, again I made with the, it's called Tattered Florals die from Sizzix, with the button centers. And this one has a little fairy, and again I layered the pieces to make them three-dimensional. And there's room for the message inside. So these cards are really a lot of fun to make, and sometimes it's nice to take a break from a large project like a scrapbook album and make these quick little cards. I hope you like them.